I wanted to see if the most powerful modern AIs could design and engineer a Minecraft world. So I gave it the ability using a tool called Noah, which is an open source JavaScript Minecraft engine, to edit the terrain generation for a Minecraft world. And I wanted to see, could it do something creative and interesting? And yeah, so this is what happened. So first of all, it immediately wanted to make trees. The problem is that it made these trees out of dirt blocks, which is not quite right. I would prefer it to make it out of leaves and wood if it was going to do it. The next thing it tried to do was make puddles of water, which was also, it made it out of clouds, not quite right. The next thing it really wanted to do was make hills. It didn't get this quite right. You can see there's just spikes of dirt on the ground that it created. So it didn't get the hills quite right either. The next thing it went for was mushrooms. It really liked mushrooms. It put mushrooms everywhere across the whole map, but it made it out of rocks, so you can't quite tell that they are mushrooms. Next, it got obsessed with geysers. It tried to make geysers like 5 or 6 times, but you can't see them. So I had it try to fix it, but it couldn't quite get it right. I then told it, recolor the scene, actually color in all these blocks, because I realized it was misinterpreting what I was saying and not creating new blocks. And it recolored everything, and now it looks quite nice. So next it tried to make crystals, which you can't quite see. It also tried to make hot springs. I had to tell it to fix it a couple of times, and eventually now you can see there's these crystalline structures appearing across the map. It's going for some kind of like, I don't know, second planet fantasy world thing. I'm not quite sure what its idea is. So next, I really wanted mountains. So I asked it to create mountains. I just thought it would improve the aesthetic. It didn't get that quite right. You can see these giant spikes of dirt instead of mountains. And then finally, it made this concrete world where everything's clinging to the side of rocks. So I just went in and coded the mountains myself. And finally I asked it to add fog. And this is the end result. So it's not exactly the most creative thing. It's gone down a checklist of trees and water and hills and mushrooms, almost stealing from Minecraft exactly. Gets a bit creative at the end, adding crystals and hot springs once it's running out of ideas. So there's definitely something here, but it will need some more work.